A new bull run for ZBCN is officially underway, and I told you one of the opportunities for ZBCN was more of these tier 1 exchange listings, and we have breaking news to share with everybody here. Finally, the long-awaited listing on iTrust Capital. That's right, folks. ZBCN is now available in that institutional grade custody that you got with your iTrust Capital IRA. And this is why I said there's still so much upside on ZBCN. Real fundamentals, real utility. They updated the tokenomics. If you've missed the past 2 interviews that I did with their CEO, Simon Babakani, you need to check them out. And we'll have them linked up down below as well. Or you can just go to the interviews playlist on my YouTube channel. You'll find it there. And hopefully you have subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my updates, because we put ZBCN in front of you before it started to run. We warned about the buying opportunity. I'm just mad that my buy order didn't get filled because people started to figure it out, and it started to run hard into XRP Las Vegas, doubling up leading up to that conference, which they took by storm. You saw the ZBCN family, army, the Zebekians. They showed up at XRP Las Vegas, and Simon Babakani showed out as well. And now we're just tracking the progress. And I can't wait to see the real partnerships that they unveil with Clarity Act going into law this year. We're set to see U.S. institutions and banks and corporates within this country finally announce that, yes, we've been working with Ripple. Yes, we've been working with Zebek. And I think that you're going to find some of these institutions are maybe working with both of them. We also saw that Simon mentioned there might be a little something cooking between Zebek and Ripple as well. And then we just said, guys, it's still not listed on Coinbase, still not listed on Binance. iTrust Capital, it's coming, and it has finally arrived. So if you guys haven't checked out the iTrust Capital platform, I'll talk about that. I wanted to put a couple more data points in front of you, but if you don't have any more time to watch the video further, just make sure you use my link down below when you sign up with iTrust Capital to get that $100 funding bonus. But guys, this is massive. Check it out. CoinMarketCap, Zebek Network Markets. It's on OKX, BitGet, Gate, KuCoin, Kraken, Crypto.com, BingX, and a few other platforms. No Coinbase, no Binance. And it finally just got brought to iTrust Capital, right? These are big platforms that it's just now arriving on. And this is that low cap gem status where it's still only at a few hundred million market cap, but these can quickly hit 10 baggers. I have no guarantees, not financial advice, but I mean, we've seen this time and time again where these projects with real utility finally make it onto these tier 1 exchanges, and then they blast off. And with ZBCN, we knew it was coming leading up into XRP Las Vegas. That's why I had this red box right here. I was looking to fill my bags a little bit further before it ran, and I did miss it. I told my Discord group this past weekend as I was going through my portfolio update with them that I had a buy order down here at 0.001589. And that never filled because it did come back here to this level, right? After this pullback, I said, okay, we drew the red box and we said, look for this to fill up one more time. Sure enough, it hit the top of our box and then it ran. So I placed my buy order down here, completely missed it. It did not get filled. And unfortunately, I was left behind on that one as it pumped 111% from that level into XRP Las Vegas. Now, it did have a slight pullback here, right? But if you look, even from the pullback that we've had, we're still up over 50%, nearly 60% on this move. So if you got anywhere down near that level that we were talking about as kind of a final pullback level to watch before we pump into XRP Las Vegas, you're still up 50%. And the full swing there of 100% shows you that as the XRP family, as more people who love investing in utility digital assets get presented with the opportunity on ZBCN, start to learn about ZBCN, it doesn't take much money coming in to see this one pump massively. Now, I want to show you that this is not just hype. This is real utility. They've been putting out these monthly reports that give us an update on their credit card program and their payroll solution. And so let's take a look here. Zebek monthly report for April. They did $66 million in total card volume in 97 different countries, 22,000 cards issued, 500,000 transactions, 40 plus white label partners, 100 plus tokens supported, 21 chains supported with 3 different cards offered. Massive success and progress with the cards. And they actually use the cards to buy back Zebek tokens. So that actually funds the ZBCN buybacks, and then they're locking that back up in their treasury and deploying that somewhere else. So they got this flywheel opened up, and it's expanding and moving quickly. With the payroll volume at 25 million in April, bi-weekly, we should say, payroll volume. So at 25 million per paycheck period, most people are getting paid every 2 weeks, right? So I kind of like how they have this broken down with the monthly number at 50 million, but the bi-weekly, every pay period, we're doing about 25 million in payroll here. That's impressive. With 13,000 plus employees served, 245 enterprise clients. Now you see that down at the bottom right. Here's the big unlock, is when we get to see behind the veil and who those partners are. And this, it could not be bullish, right? If those partnerships don't proceed, if they're not that big of institution, maybe you have one payroll client that makes up 13,000 of those employees served. I doubt it. I think that there is quite a few enterprise clients that have signed on, but I really can't wait for some of those to be unveiled and to us, get to see real client use cases and client case studies, I should say, of the enterprise clients that are using their payroll solution. Once again, this is all opportunity, right? Once this gets unveiled, once you get more tier 1 exchange listings, and with the IRA platform with iTrust Capital, we're talking about big money that is ready to pour in to Zebek. I want you guys to take a look here. When Zebek tweeted out this announcement here today, I want you to see what they noted right here. They note that iTrust Capital is one of the leading U.S. platforms for crypto IRAs with 16 billion in total transaction volume, up 60% over the past year. iTrust Capital is already one of the leading IRA platforms, and they continue to grow. And they continue to get better listings. They've continued to add other products as well outside of their IRA retirement products. But this was the main thing that drew me to iTrust Capital. And if you guys haven't taken a look at their platform yet, I highly encourage you guys to do so. The IRA, the premium custody account, and the treasury account. And now you can get that Zebeki in your iTrust Capital IRA. I'm telling you, this one is not done. This bull run for Zebeki is just getting started. There's big money at iTrust Capital. And a lot more people are choosing this platform as well, too, because you can buy and sell crypto, gold, and silver, too, 24/7, 365. It's become this one-stop shop solution with low cost, no monthly fee, no AUM fee. It's free institutional grade custody. You can open up the traditional IRA or the Roth IRA. Both tax advantage. The Roth IRA grows it tax-free. Love it. Absolutely love it. And now we have Zebeki, another great asset made available on the IRA product for iTrust Capital. Once again, use my link down below to get that $100 funding bonus. But this is just another catalyst to propel Zebek to a lot higher prices. My target remains on Zebek going to half a penny to a penny again, just like it did last bull run in 2025. It topped out at 3/4 of a penny. And for Zebek, I would not be surprised to see it do that again. Let me zoom out on my chart so I can show you what that looks like. That looks like Zebek going on this run that it did right here. And by the way, these two vertical lines were the last time that I told everybody about Zebek. And guess what happened after that? We went silly on a 600. It actually was even bigger than that, but let's just be conservative. It was at least a 600% rally. We had people making 6 and 7 figures. Our community collectively just made a boatload of money on this move, and we're going to do it again because Zebeki's getting ready to fly again. And we're looking for Zebeki. This was 3/4 of a penny, right? 0.007, getting up there. And I think that this one easily could run up to a penny and beyond. I keep my targets on this one ridiculously conservative. It's a low cap gem, which you know what that means. A lot of volatility, a lot of risk. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but I present to you my case for why I am still so bullish on this project. A new bull run for Zebek is underway. I already missed one of my buy orders trying to squeeze in this thing, And so you don't want to try to get too greedy. You don't want to wait along too much longer here. The train's already left the station and it's getting cooking. And I've been very impressed from when I first learned about Zebek last year to what we've seen this year over the past 12 months. The growth, the partnerships, the credit card expansion, and the updated tokenomics solidified it for me when they said that we're not going to be creating any new tokens. And in fact, we're just going to drive more value back to it. We're going to conduct more buybacks. And I think that you're looking at 15% of the total supply of Zebek is staked right now. Now, when I first covered this, it was about 10% was staked. That's grown to 15%. You're talking about 15% of the supply is locked up and being staked. That's real conviction in the holders. And with this project being so small, it only takes a little bit of inflows to see this one get absolutely juiced. That's how I see it. I'm interested to hear from you guys in the comments down below. And if you appreciate our updates, it really does help us when you smack it and share it out far and wide. Everything else is at my website, zachrector.com. And don't forget to use my link down below when you sign up with iTrust Capital to get that $100 funding bonus. God bless you all. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.